Okay, now that our form is all created, I'm going to show you how you're going to share this form and collect responses. If you are noticing that it looks a little bit different, it is because I used the original simple form that we made to do another video about creating a branching form. So if you didn't watch that one, that's why our form looks a little bit different. All of the information is still there, however. So once your form is created, whether it's a simple form or a branching form, what you're going to do is you're going to want to preview it. And if you look up at the top here, there you've got some options here. And this little eye is so that you can look at it. It's the preview button. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And what that does is it shows me exactly what folks are going to see when they go to my form. So I'm going to go ahead and start populating the information in this. It's kind of like a practice run so that I can make sure everything in my form works and makes sense. I recommend doing that anytime you create a form, or having someone else do it for you. So let's go ahead and have Seth respond. And we're going to say that yes, he plans to attend, and we'll hit next there. And we'll ask how many people are in his party. And we're going to go with that one and make a selection for him and then submit the form. And it seems that it all worked and made sense for us. I'm going to go ahead and submit another response for a no, just so we have it. And we'll have Kitten respond to this, and we're going to say he can't come to it. And look how it's different. Because he said he couldn't come, he got a different set of responses. That's what the branching survey did for us. So now we'll just submit that there. And now that we have some responses, I'm going to go back into my original editing form mode, and you'll notice now that the number of responses I have here is 4. So that changes every time somebody responds. So even when you do a preview, those responses are going to collect here. When you're ready to send this out to other people, what you're going to do is you're going to select the send button up here, and I'm going to click on that, and you'll see that you can email your Google form to someone, or if you click here, you can get a shareable link. Now this is where it's a little bit different than some of the other sharing features in Google Drive that you've seen. Usually it always looks the same. You can put the email address in at the top or click the little link. This layout is just a little bit different. So if you want to email, that's pretty self-explanatory. If you get the link here, you can click. It gives you a great big long link. I like to shorten that. I'll click that little button and it'll shorten it for you. Then you can copy and paste and send that out. That you can also share it via Google+, via Facebook, via Twitter. You can send this out as long as anyone has a link. They're going to be able to access this Google form and go ahead and complete the information for you. So that's sharing is that simple. Once you share, your responses will start to collect in here. And you can keep track just by going into your Google form and see how many responses you're getting that way. So that's how you send it out. Now let's take a quick look at responses. When I click on responses here, you'll see that it provides me, it defaults to a summary of responses. So it shows the names of everyone who has submitted a response. It shows me kind of a little pie chart of how many are responding based on the total number. How many people answered that question, how they answered that question is there, and then what folks are bringing here. That's for a summary of responses. For individual responses, I can click on it and I can see this is the first one that was submitted, and I can look and see what their answers were, and then I can scroll through and see all 4 here. Another option is to create a spreadsheet, and that's what this is. It's going to create a spreadsheet in Google Sheets. Which is very similar to Microsoft Excel. If you want Google to automatically populate a spreadsheet with these responses, all you have to do is click this. And it'll say, create a new spreadsheet for this, and you're going to say, heck yeah, create it. And what it did was it just put that in my drive, and then I can see it this way. I can see it in spreadsheet form. And then I can look at that information and manipulate that information should I need to. Once you decide you're finished collecting responses, if you go on to this part at the top, now here's your in questions, you have to be in responses to see this. There's this little toggle button that allows you to accept responses or to quit accepting responses. So whenever you're done, when you want to cut that survey off, you just have to toggle that back. It'll default to this form is no longer accepting responses. You can again change that to a personal message if you want. So if you want to, and then if you want to turn it back on later, you always can do that. But that's a feature so that once you're done looking, you can stop people from responding so you don't miss anything. So that is how you would preview, share, and view responses for your Google form.